We had you today. Obviously, we need to give those prizes away. We're gonna get rid of them, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's a sign.
Yeah, that's a sign. Alright guys, we are back today with another episode of KAK HOT.
Yeah,
but today we're doing things a little bit differently. We got Scott here. We had an amazing day at the Chili Festival here at the Butler Ranch, but we're actually going to let Scott introduce himself a bit more.
I'm Scott, the owner and director of the Butler Ranch. Today we hosted our annual Chili Festival, which is one of the events that we do here at the Butler Ranch. We've owned the property for about 4 years, could see the potential, and we've decided to turn it into an events venue. We do a lot of weddings, we do small parties, name it, we do it.
Oh, that's awesome, Scott. Yes, I must say the day was quite hectic for us. We had so much attention going on here, but it was really awesome. Thank you so much, man.
It was. It's been a tough one for sure for everyone involved, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So look, we've touched a little bit on what you guys do here. So you say that you literally do anything. So would you do like a funeral, for example? Or?
If someone wanted to have a wake, we would do a wake. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, you cater for all events. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, no, exactly. All right, so let's pop off into the interview questions. So, first of all, I wanted to say thank you so much, though, for really inviting us. It was such a pleasure being here.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, and so much for the invite and the judging as well of the hot sauces. That was really I must say, some good flavors was coming through those bottles. Although I know you said that earlier on that there was more than 200 bottles. You said, hey, that was
about 400 bottles. We used about 380.
Yes, now that's a lot of bottles to decant, guys. Did you get the samples just straight off from your supply? I mean, from the suppliers?
No. They sent us their full bottles, and we had to decant all of them.
Shit, really? That's a lot.
Just that in itself is like a job and a half.
Yeah,
you probably spent like a good couple of nights.
We were burning the midnight oil last night, and what made it harder were people were delivering their products on the morning of the event. So it wasn't easy.
That's real toughness.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Scott, tell us, man, do you personally eat a lot of chilies?
I don't eat a lot of chilies. I do enjoy spicy food. I'm a Durbanite through and through, and I enjoy curries.
Oh yeah.
Bunnies and all that sort of thing.
Bunny chows for sure all day long, yeah. But I max out on our contestants' 5th round or so, which was a golden habaneros as hot as I can go,
Yes,
those are some serious peppers already. I mean, yeah, goodness.
Yeah, no, they definitely
I don't know if we'd even be at that level.
Yeah, yes. I mean, we charred a hab for one of the followers. I mean, for the 1000th follow. Yeah. But we had some ghost peppers here today. But I don't know. We might touch them for 2K followers, maybe.
We'll see. Yeah. So I know that we've talked to you guys obviously before the event, that thrown a couple of questions and whatnot, and I just wanted to ask for future sort of tents. We're talking about this is obviously a very nice place, and we've had a fantastic day here. It's been awesome weather, even though the forecast was terrible. But just going back to the question that I actually have to ask is, are you guys perhaps looking into any kind of accommodation or that sort of thing?
We are. There's a building on the property that does need to be renovated, but we are looking at having at least a 5 to 6 bedroom accommodation on site.
Awesome.
It does help when we host weddings and that. A lot of people come from far, like you guys did, and it would always be really nice to have accommodation on the property.
Yeah, exactly. That would be awesome.
Yeah, actually. Nice and convenient. I mean, I think that would be an awesome feature to have as well on the Butler Ranch.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we've got a lot of people around us that we promote for accommodation.
Yeah, exactly. I saw one of your competition prizes was to give away accommodation here somewhere, wasn't it?
We were very lucky with 2 people in the area offered 2 nights accommodation for the contest winners. So
that's awesome.
That was really nice.
Yes. And I must say, for those of you that haven't been here yet, this property is really beautiful. I mean, it's so serene and so amazing here. So you got a beautiful property here. All right, so Scott, tell us, man, do you have a favorite chili in your fridge that you just cannot live without, even if it's Tabasco though? But do you have something that you really absolutely love?
I'm a peri-peri sauce sort of guy. I just feel it goes with everything. It's, you know, Mozambique style. That's what I'm all about.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you tried the Mozambique, the actual peri peri sauce from them?
I have.
yeah.
I have.
And what do you think of this?
Excellent.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. But is that the one that you find that's always in your fridge though?
The one that's always in my fridge is actually my mother's homebrew.
Oh, really?
I can't live without that, yeah.
So would you say then that's like the starting of where your chili love came from?
I would say so, yeah. It's in my blood.
Yeah.
That's
awesome, man.
Scott, so jumping straight into the next question, basically, you know, we'd just like to ask you, how often, of course, would this festival occur? That's the first part of the question. And the second part of the question would, how often do you generally cater for various type of different events?
This festival, it's going to be an annual event. It just so happens that to coincide with the grow season of the chilies, it's a one-time-a-year affair. I did think about having a spring event when people have just planted their seeds, but I think you know, the main event is the chili eating contest, so we need the chilies, and it's always the end of summer, which is the best time. And
for the yield,
another aspect is here in Durban, the weather is summer, it rains a lot, so the end of summer is always a better time going into winter
that's
for
awesome.
Best results.
Yes,
fantastic. I mean, that's where we are right now, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
And future events. We do host a Halloween. We've done one last year. Once again, we did have a problem, but I do want that to be an annual event too. We do a haunted barn, and we set up a great maze. I've imported all sorts of props, so it is fun. It's a good night.
That sounds awesome. That's almost, I think, you know, it sounds like I want to take another trip at Halloween time.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay you guys a visit,
And any music events?
We're working on it. We're thinking about doing a mini Woodstock. You know, and as you've seen, our performance area would be great
perfect.
to have bands.
It's perfect.
And people out on the lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're aiming to do.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Awesome. That's fantastic. I actually had no idea that would be sort of in your guys, you know, your
sphere.
Well,
that's amazing.
Something new every day. Jeez, awesome.
Now, so Scott, what's your biggest goal that you are keen on in terms of like the chili festival? Like, where do you see the next, let's say, 5 years? Where would you like this chili festival to go in the next 5 years?
I mean, the ultimate goal would almost to be globally recognized as a chili contest, you know. I think if we could host not just South Africa provincially, but maybe worldwide, some of the best chili eaters to come through here and be part of our event, that would be the ultimate goal for sure.
I just had a brainstorm. Imagine, I was actually speaking to you about this the other day when we were discussing off camera, is that if you could have like a provincial chili eater and then head and then we get someone from like America and then to come to South Africa and then you host it here wherever.
Some of the big names, you know.
Exactly.
I think we're all thinking the same thing, Mr. Scoville, perhaps. You know, if you're watching, we got you in our sight.
Exactly.
I thought he was in South Africa, but really? I saw some pictures from Johnny Hexberg. But,
I know they're good buds. I know they chat.
Right?
So I think so. I stand to be corrected, but I know there's a bit of chatting going on there.
But it would be quite amazing though, I must say. And I was actually speaking to Lisa also earlier that it would be quite nice if we could get you guys up to Joburg, but that's actually one of the next questions, so I won't touch on that one yet. But alright, so jumping on to...
So now that we've mentioned it, of course, we're in Durban, right? So of course most of the things are done here, but Joburg doesn't necessarily have, I think, too many chili orientated events or hot sauce events. You know, would you guys consider traveling and doing something for Butler Ranch in Johannesburg?
We would definitely. You know, primarily the event is based on the property, but I mean, we definitely would franchise given the opportunity. We've had a lot of comments from people from Pretoria saying they wish an event like this would come to them. I find it very strange that there isn't one, because there's a couple in Cape Town. As far as I know, I'm the only one in Durban, and
guess it's a bit of a gap in the market, but I mean, I'm sure we'll see it happening in future.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually wanting to jump onto that question in terms of like, it would be quite nice to have you guys out there, because we could help you get like a event area that we think is quite nice and quite suitable. And then since you guys, now this was an amazing successful event, then you guys can literally copy paste and bring it over to Joburg.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly, because now that you got the expertise in this, we could literally help you out. So that would be pretty amazing. So you heard it first, guys. It might come to Joburg soon.
Keep your eyes peeled.
So jumping onto the next question, tell us a bit more about the competitions that you had today, in terms of the two that was mainly focused on Butler Ranch, and also, can people get a hold of you for next year's competitions?
Yeah, well, the contest we had today, we started off with all the sauce contests, and that included hot sauces, mild sauces, rubs, oils, everything you can think of, and that was a first for this year. Last 2019, because I'm a grower myself, I did plants and pods and that sort of thing, but we just weren't finding that they weren't very popular. And a lot of people weren't entering, and it's a lot of work to have a successful contest. And if you're potentially going to get 2 plants entered, it's not really worth it. So this year we went in the sauce direction, because we got a lot of feedback from our first year that's what people want to do, and it worked out well for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic.
And then in terms of people trying to get a hold of you in future,
well, when the events are coming, we will always post out willingly to vendors, sauce makers, but also you can always contact us directly on our email, and we'll shortlist you for the next year to come.
Oh, that'd be awesome. So can they basically then send you a sauce, like let's say next week, and then you'll perhaps consider it already for next year?
As long as the shelf life will go for next year. Yes,
I mean, obviously they'll have to send you another batch, but obviously just like a quick sampler.
Well, I mean, if we had a lot of inquiries, we'd probably bump up the contest and have more sauce makers in it too. This year we maxed out on 8 entries for each category, because just of the work that's involved, and it was our first year, but it was very popular. Everyone enjoyed it, so I think we'll probably increase it a bit next year.
That would be awesome, actually.
Awesome. And I know that you guys do a lot of reaching out as well to, obviously the big names in industries and that, contestants, all that sort of thing. But just going off topic now for a brief second, maybe give us an idea. We've learnt a lot about Butler Ranch here today, of course, and from questioning you here now, give us some info about yourselves, you and Lee, something that we don't know about you guys, just for interest's sake.
Well, I don't actually work in this country. I haven't for the last 10 years. I work on super yachts. I'm a marine engineer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I would never have accepted that. That's cool, man.
This property was an investment. At the moment, I work 10 weeks. I come home for 10 weeks. That's how my contract works. Lee, my girlfriend, who was my co-organizer, she was the chief stewardess on the yacht too. That's how we met.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's pretty much my background. What kind of directed me into the Chili Fest was primarily the growing of plants. I've got green fingers. I like to grow things in the garden. Chilies fascinate me, and that's kind of where the brainchild happened.
Awesome.
It's pretty awesome, and I must say, for me personally as well, like we started off growing. What did we grow first?
So we got a bunch of basically they call it chisa, it's bird's eye, chilies. So we got a bunch of those seeds. I think I had dried chilies from like not eons ago, but maybe a year or two. And we took the seeds, planted them in a bit of soil, and they started growing. So okay, now let's separate them. We got about 18 seeds. Or plants going at the moment. They're still very small. I'm a bit scared that we're going into winter now, and things are happening, but we'll see how it goes.
Exactly.
And then we of course got we've got a few pepper plants as well, like actual bell peppers, sweet peppers. We've got a ghost pepper plant and also a orange habanero.
Exactly.
Well, my first real experience with growing a plant was actually on the yacht I worked on in the engine room. I salvaged seeds from a pizza spice. I found seeds and I grew them using the double cup method. I don't know if you guys know the double cup method.
So water immersion, then you got your media.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
First cup with media in the plant, second cup with nutrients, and then the roots grow underneath, and that's how the plant survives.
Yes.
And I nursed this thing for months and months, and we went to sea. The engine room got incredibly hot, and my poor plant just died of me. As a grower, don't get too attached to your plants.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been trying to grow Carolina Reapers for years now, and this is the first year kind of have a bit of success. But it hasn't produced pods yet. They're on their way, but hopefully in about a month's time I'll have some reapers of my own.
That would be amazing. And would you say that 2-cup method is the best advice you can give a starter grower, or what?
Good for starting plants, because I'm lucky enough to have quite a large property. My favorite way of growing is straight in the ground. I don't grow in pots. I find it quite labor intensive, and also the amount of plants that we grow to cater for the chili fest, it's not worth it. So
it's quite laborious.
Exactly, but
I mean, the soil here is very good. I mean, Durban is a jungle, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep your earth fertile, look after it, and I'll look after you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, geez,
All right, so we are almost at the end of the interview with you. So far, it's been amazing, guys, really. But so this is just an extra little question that we wanted to ask you, which is, are you originally from KZN? Do you have any children or family around the area? And actually, building onto that question is, you say that you work out of South Africa now. What brought you to invest in Butler Ranch itself? What was like the inspiring moment?
Well, I was born in KZN, Ballito in the North Coast, and this is where I've been my whole life. I do work abroad, so there's always a temptation to leave, but I love my country. I love South Africa. My family's still here, and I mean that's pretty much it.
Awesome. And then the inspiration that it made you invest in Butler Ranch?
It's a bit of a tough one. I was looking for an investment. I was earning US dollars, so I had a bit of money, looking for an investment, and this particular property popped up out of luck. We came and viewed it. Exactly, the price had dropped, and we fell in love. The minute we saw the barn is the moment we got to have it.
That's awesome. When did you purchase or invest the property?
About 4 years ago.
That's awesome. So has all of this always been you, or have you grown a few buildings since you've purchased it?
We've built a few small kind of working buildings. We've got a workshop down there. We renovated a cottage where my folks live now. And it's always work in progress.
And the amphitheater?
That was we built that. That. It was originally a horse lunge arena.
You can tell by the circular area.
And we converted to that little stadium amphitheater, what we call it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we're basically now at the end of the interview. Thank you so much, Scott, for sitting with us. Really, it was so awesome getting to know you. And we're hoping to get you to Joburg sometime soon.
I'm glad you
Maybe we can have you on our show, and then we can see how high you can climb that KAK HOT scale.
Absolutely.
It would be quite fun.
You said today already, you make it till about 5 or 6 on the chili eating. So I mean, that's chilies, guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's
so
pure pods.
I'm pretty sure we're doing quite well.
Exactly. Awesome stuff, guys. So definitely go check out Butler Ranch on their socials. Go check out all of the content. Go check out. Do you have a website, obviously, that they can go check out?
We do have a website. The butlerranch.co.za.
Awesome. And guys, please go support. Check us out. We're going to be posting a shitload of content from this weekend.
One day, one weekend.
If you guys haven't been checking out already, we've been up to so much. We would have liked to do more lives, but we were just so busy today. There was so much crazy hype around today. It was so much fun. For our first chili festival, I must just say, this was so much fun, Scott. Really. This is our first time, doing this, because obviously KAK HOT started in October. So, we've been building and building since then. And for us to be here for a first time and to have it so successful. It's really been so much fun.
I'm glad we could be the ones to pop your cherry.
Yeah.
That's
Nice
exactly
one,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, it's really been an experience, you know. I mean, there's nothing like learning in an immersive environment, especially when you don't know anything about it. I mean, we say it's our first time, but it's our first time for anything, not just a market, it's just any market whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's been an absolute blast today.
You
So
guys came prepared. So,
Yeah, no, we had to. Had to pull out.
really
Yeah,
tried,
tried.
yeah. No, but
Well,
thanks very
awesome.
much.
So, Scott, is there any parting shots that you'd like to give, just ending off the interview?
Well, keep following us, keep watching our Facebook page, and wait for next year. Please join us.
Yeah, please do, guys. You will not miss it. And also, guys, next year if you haven't yet this year, go check out the Chili Festival's hot sauce competition as well as the eating competition. If you haven't entered and you think that you can handle these peppers, go test them out or go test out your wits and see if you can handle it.
Maybe they shouldn't watch the contest if they want.
It was absolute slaughter.
Slaughter today. Wait, before we finish off, didn't you have a guy today for the first time that didn't eat a pepper before, something like that?
I believe so. There was an Irish guy that said he could do it because in Ireland they eat stinging nettles after they drink beer.
Oh yeah.
And nothing to a
Yeah,
reflex.
exactly. but he did exceptionally well. He had
awesome.
never had a super hot in his life, and he did really well.
That's
Yeah,
it.
jeez,
Yeah.
So yeah, also the last thing just before we finish up, it's getting a little bit dark, so we're going to head home, probably have a shower and go straight to bed. But don't forget to check out our channel for the competitions we had here today. Obviously we need to go give those prizes away. We're going to get rid of them, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's a sign.
Yeah, that's a sign.